Novel X and novel Y. So the test writer obviously like got lazy here. Didn't even want to come up with titles. Novel X and novel Y are both semi-autobiographical novels and contain many very similar themes and situations, which might lead one to suspect plagiarism on the part of the authors. Wait, hold on. What was that last comment there? Which might lead one to suspect plagiarism on the part of one of the authors? I don't know if that's a conclusion. Which might lead one to suspect. That sounds like the opinion of other people to me. Right? Like the author's not taking ownership for this idea. The author is saying some people might suspect plagiarism because of this. Right? We don't know what the author thinks about this claim, at least as far as I can tell. So yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I think one of your videos you were saying like you can always kind of get the conclusion by looking at the other people, like what the author says about other people.
Yeah, when the author says someone else's opinion, they often disagree. Yeah.
It typically comes after that type of statement or that type of sentence. Is that always all true, or is that a general rule that we should follow?
It's a general rule. Yeah, it's not always the case.
Okay.
But a lot of times when the author tells us what someone else thinks, they will reject it. And they'll reject it right after it. So here, they're telling us that some people might suspect plagiarism. However, but I think differently. It is more likely that the similarity of themes and situations in the two novels is merely coincidental. I don't think it's plagiarism. I think it's coincidence. And since, what's that indicate? Premise. Both authors are from very similar backgrounds and have led similar lives. So what's the main conclusion here?
That it's merely coincidental.
Yeah, it's the however to the sense, right? In between that is the main conclusion. The stuff at the beginning is background information / opinion of other people. Right? Other people think plagiarism. They're wrong. It's coincidental. Why? Because these people live similar lives. Opinion of others, conclusion, premise. Feel good? Okay. Which of the following most accurately expresses the conclusion drawn? It's coincidental. Novel X and Novel Y are both semi-autographical novels, and the two novels contain many very similar details and themes and situations? No, that's like background information, right? B, the fact that they are both semi-autobiographical novels and contain many very similar themes and situations might lead one to suspect plagiarism on the part of the authors. What's that? Opinion of others. Wrong. C, the author of Novel X and Novel Y are from very similar backgrounds and have very similar lives. What's that? Premise. That's actually, it was provided in that sense, right? So, why the conclusion is true. So that's wrong. D, it is less likely that one of the authors of Novel X or Y is guilty of plagiarism than that the similarity of themes and situations, blah, 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 is merely coincidental. That's what we said. I hate these answers, so wordy. I can't even read them without falling all over myself. So anyways, D sounds like the right answer. E, if the authors of X and Y are from, done. Right? We don't need to read the rest of that. It's not conditional. The conclusion wasn't if this happens. So, what answers were we debating?
I was debating, I originally chose E.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I went over that one pretty fast.
That's okay. I get it now.
Okay. Conclusions can be conditional, but in this argument it wasn't, right? So I don't have a problem with if all the time. It's just in this particular argument, the conclusion was it is more likely that the similarity is merely coincidental. Okay, done. It wasn't if this happened, then this
I
happened.
think what got me on D was that it says is guilty of plagiarism, whereas in the sentence or in the passage it says might lead one to suspect plagiarism.
Yes. So the passage said, hey, these facts might lead someone to suspect plagiarism. If you do suspect plagiarism, then you would think that they are guilty of plagiarism. So I think the might is actually referring to the likelihood of someone coming to that conclusion, not to the likelihood of the authors actually plagiarizing.
Got it, okay.
Cool.